Alright. So I guess we're just waiting for this to warm up here, but I'm going to start talking. So my name is Bryce Dougherty. I'm just going to talk a little bit about myself for a sec because I'm pretty new here. I've only been a developer with Cydia for like a year or so, but I've got a few things under my belt. I made something called Tap Tap Pass, which is what I started off with. Something called Bypass, which is pretty recent. And those are two password things. They just are make using the passcode on your device a little more convenient. And then something called Lib Password, which I'll talk a bit about in a second, and Peakly Plus, which I did with a friend of mine named Max Katzman. And I'm currently working on a tweak called Zen, which I'll also get to that in a moment. So here's Lib Password. This is more for developers. It's a password framework. And really what it does is it just lets you modify password requirements and things a lot easier than just going in and doing it yourself. And you know, I think that libraries are really helpful to a lot of the developers because it makes it so you don't have to do all the digging around and figuring out things yourself, like Julian was saying earlier. And you can just rely on what somebody else has done and just work off of that. So this right now, it's pretty simple. I've just done what really I need. It's got a few functions here. Locking without the password, which is what Tap Tap Pass does, and unlocking without the password, which is what Bypass does. I'm toggling the password on and off, which is what a new tweak that I'm pushing out soon that's called Lock It does. And it'll eventually have a whole bunch of different functions that'll make it really easy for anyone to make tweaks like this. And the next thing is my new project, which is called Zen. And this is my real first big project. I've gotten a lot of really good feedback on it so far. My previous tweaks that I did were like super simple, just a couple things really to get me introduced because you know I'd never really done anything before. I learned iOS development from developing Cydia, and you know those have really helped me a lot, and I'm ready to move on to something big like this. Had a bit of help with this one. A guy named Sigi Schreiber helped me out. He has a startup called Hacking UI. It's a tech blog, or a design blog. It's really cool. And what this tweak is going to really does is it just pops up a little bubble on your screen, like you can see. It's sitting above the Reminders app. And that replaces the notification banner that pops up from the top of the screen. When you tap that bubble, it pops up a couple windows, and you can't really see it so well, but the bar that's coming out of the little bubble, it's slide to view, and then below that it has a message. And it's really, the real aim is to make it so that it's a lot easier to get, you know, makes notifications a lot less intrusive and just a lot less inefficient in the way that they work. So that's really it. I really probably will make something like a library for this too, because I really like doing that, helping out everybody else who makes these things, just make everyone else's life easier who wants to get into something that I'm already doing. So instead of having to go in and make their own version of what I've already done, they can just build off of what I've already done very easily. And that's it.